That was Ilan Rubens of Reuters reporting. It's time for a technology report, and joining us now is our tech reporter, Paul Ndiho. Hello, Paul.
Hello, Esther. Today we have a fascinating story about a young entrepreneur from Sierra Leone who was on the verge of literally taking her own life. But faced with adversity, she turned her passion for shoes into a business. She taught herself how to design and make shoes in her basement. As a result, her footwear brand Dija is generating a buzz. I spoke to Kadijatu Aherne, founder of creative and designer of Dija brand in York, Pennsylvania. Welcome to Africa 54.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about your fashion brand. You've recently come up with a brand. It's in the works. You've done some amazing stuff. How is that going?
It is going well. Of course, business is slow when you are not known, but then notwithstanding, my brand is called Dija's Touch Designs. As I said, I am a mom of 3, struggling, had no job. America is difficult. And I was sitting one day, wanted to commit suicide. I said, God, if this is my life, why don't you take my life already? Became clinically depressed. And then I got really sick with diabetes. Before you know it, that same day that I wanted to commit to suicide, after praying, I fell asleep right on the floor. And I had a dream. I saw myself making shoes. And I woke up, I only had $100 to my name. And so I went to Walmart. I started buying shoes, sneakers and stuff. I came home, pulled them apart and started making them. But I used African fabric first I started wrapping. Before you know it, now we're into full production where we make the shoes from scratch. Using African fabric is my own way of flying my flag. Dija means light, which is part of my name. And so whoever wears my brand, I want them to be able to experience that light. It's your choice to make. We have been given the mandates, the power to take charge, to take control. So would you do that now? It starts from you. Trust me, you will not get there if you don't start with yourself.
Dija brand. Where are you making these shoes? You said you are in full gear. Are you making any sales, or you are just using whatever comes out to facilitate all the projects that you're doing?
Yes, we do have. As I speak to you, I just finished a collection for the fall, and we have over 300 pairs of shoes that is ready to go. So if you go to Dija's Touch, DIJAS Touch.com, you will be able to make a purchase there. We are in full gear running. This is something that I intend to take back home, where we will create jobs for the young people. And so the factory, we want to build our own factory where we can manufacture shoes using recycled stuff from home.
Now, where are you making the shoes?
Right here in my home, in my basement.
Interesting.
So, would you like to see?
Absolutely. Wow, I like the branding too,
It's called Dija. Just as you go to Macy's,
right?
You have style. This is for men's. The color picture, the colors of it, the size, and this is what it is.
Beautiful. So literally, you've turned your basement into a shoe factory.
This is work for us, and these are the models of what we do. This is the other pattern, the lace one. I use my brokenness, my hurt, my pain to create things, and that's how I self-heal myself. And sometimes people don't understand it, but then I love it.
How did you learn to make shoes?
I am praying that we're able to sell all that shoes, because all my life savings has gone into it. I invested in myself, went to different places, different countries. I would sit on the street and looking at a shoemaker making shoes. I've been to Italy. I want to go to China, then COVID hit. So I haven't been able to go to China yet, because then if I learn from them, then my work becomes easier. So it's difficult right now, really. business is very slow, but if each one wears a pair of sneakers and starts showcasing on social media and this and that, before you know it, I become busy.
You are coming up with a book very soon, talking about some of your life lessons, things that you have personally gone through. When is that book coming out?
So the name of my book is called She Arose, Understanding Psychology of Winning. This is my life lessons, and these are things that I think we need right now. It is very timely, talking about self-discipline, self-pity, and all of these things.
It's remarkable that you're able to do that, and
Well,
I can only hope that doors open for you. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
thank you.
Have a good night.